at this ground before. And indeed, they have a decent record against Marconi. As Spiteri comes to life for the first time, McDonald gets the shot on target, spilled by Utting. And Michael Utting rescued there by some desperate defending from Jackson. It's the one real opportunity created by Marconi. Shot on target from McDonald. Here's Cotty. He's dwelling too long on the ball, young Paul Cotty. Nata with a layoff. Read this time by Di Gregorio, who goes past Gibson. The keeper's come a long way out. Well, Michael Turnbull backed himself there, and in the end got the break of the ball, but it was a high-risk option there from the Marconi goalkeeper.
Well, he ended up reading it very well. I thought Di Gregorio should have probably tried to slot the ball earlier when he saw the keeper advancing. This was the touch that beat Chad Gibson, and I thought he should have tried to slot from there with the advancing keeper. Never mind, it's Di Gregorio who has the decision to make out on the field. But what a great cameo to sum up all that's been good about the Kings in the first half, and you can boil it down to two players. The old heads, Chris Jackson, who's been fabulous in the opening period, and Harry Nata, who set up that attack with a beautiful back heel. Brosk
now in space for Marconi, and that was a crucial header from Ben Sigmund, who was congratulated by his goalkeeper. It was Pritchett putting himself about there. Huge kick from the goalkeeper. And Michael Utting forced to come outside the area to head the ball away. McDonald. Still with McDonald. And the shot in the end is a poor one. That tells you a lot about the selection problems he's had. Here's Spiteri. A good commitment there from the youngster Ben Sigmund. Just 20 years of age from Christchurch.
The Kings have looked far more fluent on the occasions when they've broken out of defence, and Harry Nata and Chris Jackson, as I said, along with Campbell and Almendra, are looking very dangerous indeed.
Spiteri takes the cross early. It's been missed by Young. Cotty, Perinic, chance for Perinic, great save from Utting. Michael Utting announces his comeback with a fine stop there. Perinic's shot was going in. And the difficulty for the goalkeeper here was that there were players in front of him obscuring the view. I dare say that would have crept under the crossbar. Filling in on the right-hand side of this midfield for the Stallions. Born in Mauritius, his first season in the National League.
Come on, get him, Stallions, come on.
Vlahos. Good switch of play. Here's Pritchett. He goes deep. Nata escaped his marker. Harry Nata did well to get contact. It was always going to be a big ask to get that header on target.
He continues to impress, Harry Nata, but let's face it, I mean, he's knee-high to Tom Thumb in strikers' terms. He shouldn't be getting headed efforts on goal like that when you're talking about Sekulic in that particular case. And he was matching up against Nata. It shouldn't be happening. It was good delivery. He made good ground to get himself into a good chance and to get a shot on target, but it shouldn't have happened from Marconi's viewpoint.
Last ball over the top. Spiteri. There it is. You don't give this man that sort of room. Spiteri opens the scoring. Spiteri celebrates his home debut with a goal for the Stallions. 4 minutes before the breakthrough arrives for Marconi.
And unfortunately for Ben Sigmund, he went to sleep for the briefest of moments, and his team has fallen on the sword of that indiscretion. And the Kings now, with a little hill to climb, they've been playing well enough to get themselves out of trouble. Question is, can they?
Well, here's Pritchett overlapping for the first time in the game. He's picked out Nata, and there is the response from the Kings. Nata unlucky, the header coming back off the crossbar. As we've mentioned, perhaps the cooling weather has got something to do with it. Gibson, the free kick for Marconi. A dangerous ball. Perinic was up well, and a little bit unlucky there. Tony Perinic did everything right. Goes deep, very deep indeed. Longo heads it back towards the danger area. Hasn't yet been cleared. And Spiteri, a goal out of nothing. That will be the dagger blow, you would imagine, for the Kings. Joe Spiteri, his second of the night. And Marconi extend their lead.
Well, you can put this goal down to sheer physical presence, Mike. The ball slung into the box or thereabouts. Longo unchallenged and headed the ball pretty harmlessly, but back into the danger area, and that is sheer physical presence.
Goes deep, and Nata at the far post, unmarked, is asking the question. Shocking marking, that's the only word for it there from Marconi. And I think there were two Kingz players, in fact, free at the back post. One of them was Harry Nata. He'll be disappointed he didn't at least force a save. Well, there looked to be a handball there, but Pritchett gets the benefit of the doubt. Inside is Jackson. The pass was overhit. Here's Cotty for Marconi. Good switch of play. Perinic now will be too quick for Atkinson, and Perinic lines it up. Tony Perinic taking the responsibility on his shoulder.
But I think the weather might be starting to have a pretty bit of an impact on the Kingz formation.
Yes, Darren Young caught across the knee there by Joe Spiteri. And of course this does bring into focus the problems that the Kingz have had leading into this game, with Ben Sigmund, as we said, withdrawing an hour or so before the kickoff with the flu. As a chance comes here for the Kingz, and it was a good save in the end by Michael Turnbull. It was Beldam. And Nata goes to ground. The challenge came from Thwaite. The referee plays the advantage. Almendra. Di Gregorio. Here's Pritchett. Sigmund overlapping. Pritchett goes for the early ball. Nata! And it's in the back of the net. The Kingz are back in the contest. Harry Nata, good presence of mind. The two youngsters, Pritchett, involved on this far side. The overlap came from Sigmund. It was ignored, perhaps drawing players away from the ball. Nata, courageous, getting in between the defender and the keeper. And the Kingz have a lifeline. Burton looking for Nata. And Beldam and Nata effectively getting in each other's way. Beldam has done well to keep the ball in play. He's kept it alive. Beldam again. Nata with a back heel. Beldam squares it. Good move there from the Kingz. Turnbull had to get off his line to snuff out the danger. And Steeden ruled out just before the kickoff. Well done there by Bozanovsky. Spiteri wants it in the middle. The delivery is decent. Spiteri! The width of a post denies Joe Spiteri a hat-trick. And there is the full-time whistle. No match ball for Joe Spiteri, but the 3 points secured for Marconi. A courageous Kingz side comes up empty-handed. Spiteri with 2 goals, making all the difference. The Kingz responding through Harry Nata, but in the end, it wasn't quite enough for the Kingz. The second win of the season for Marconi.